Hey, you weirdos are back this week. And we love it. Because, you know, birds of a feather and all of that stuff. So, I hope you... Ooh. You let your pet bird out? What in the world?
Sorry, yeah.
Good night. Brought it with you, huh?
Yeah, I bring it everywhere.
What are you, a pirate?
I'm trying to be. That's what the eye patch is, right? It took you...
Oh, I thought you had a lazy
Took you a month to notice that.
I thought you were fixing your lazy eye.
Okay, you caught me. Just use it as an excuse to look like a pirate.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, though? It works.
Oh,
It works.
thank you. Yeah, do I look menacing?
Yeah, you do look menacing. Too bad you don't have a wooden leg.
That's the next step.
Yeah,
that's
taking your leg from the knee down, huh?
Yep.
Getting that peg.
It's dedication. I identify as a pirate.
Oh my goodness. Oh, as soon as I see a hook, I'm out. I'm done. I don't know what you're gonna do with that thing. However,
Let me get your cheek there, matey.
yeah. However, having a hooks apparatus,
Yes.
it would be kind of interesting because I feel like you could get other things to like switch the hook out with. So like if you needed a spoon, you could just take the hook off, attach a spoon, and then you'd have a spoon the entire time.
You know, that's a great point. Like
a Swiss Army.
Yeah, you're kind of like going into the realm of cyborgs there, where like you meld your body with machine. Like this is useful.
Yeah.
I actually think too the hook would be useful too. You know, they tell you, it's funny, they tell you not to use metal on your teeth, but then the dentist gets right in there with that metal hook.
Yeah.
Like you'd have your own, you could do that. You could just clean out your teeth. You know,
never had to go to the dentist again.
Why are my gums bleeding? I had to get out a crumb.
I had a lot of plaque build up.
There's a lot, yeah. I had to really get in there and scrape.
Gross. This took a weird turn very quickly.
Dentistry is a noble profession.
It absolutely is. I just went to the dentist for real, and I sat there with my...
Yeah, didn't you tell a story about that? Or was that a lie? That was.
Well, no, I just said that I...
Did you lie?
No, I just said that I had... oral surgery, and I was like, no, I didn't. I just brushed my teeth and I got rid of all the plaque, so it was weird. But I did go to the dentist.
Oh, you did now?
Yeah.
So no, you're plaque free.
Yeah, I'm definitely plaque free, and I don't know how you could be a dental hygienist or a dentist because your patients have their mouth open the entire time, and you're just looking in there, and it's like, you know,
and if you're like me. You do not clean before going to the dentist.
Just had lunch, actually.
I want my money's worth. Sometimes I won't even brush my teeth in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Because they're going to do it anyways. Why would I wait? That's wasting time and energy. I'm an efficient machine.
Nothing like going to the dentist with some good morning breath.
Yes, and then several cups of coffee later and some eggs with garlic in it. Onions and garlic.
Oh my goodness. You're like Michael Scott going into the dentist all coffeeed up.
Yep.
Oh, gross. I at least have the decency to brush.
You know what though? This is job security for them because I need them to clean my teeth once every 6 months.
Do you ever feel like an animal when you go in there? Like, no. I kind of feel like
no, because this is part of the civilized world.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I'm just curious because
like
horses
separates us from the animals.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean horses get their hooves cleaned.
They do, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
that's not the same thing.
Oh, it kind of. I mean, you have to.
That doesn't.
You just sit there and they're like, "All right, open up," and you're like, "All right." They're like, "Don't bite my finger. No promises."
And they say milking a cow is actually good for it. It helps it.
Well, yeah. I mean, why not?
So I guess there is some comparison to the animal kingdom.
Yeah, it's just you go in there and
maybe that's what Big Dairy wants you to believe, though. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe that's what Big Horseshoe, big
all the blacksmiths out there,
big blacksmith or big farrier, and then is that what they call
farriers? Yes.
Is that
yeah. Nothing like a manly profession. What are you? I'm a farrier.
I'm a farrier. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
You take people across
the... No. Don't be ridiculous. I work with fire and iron. Yeah, I could tell by the name
Not
that you.
What I had pictured there.
So yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Intro.
Yeah, well, so Russ, you put out a poll last week.
Yes. Oh, yes.
We have to discuss this.
The T-Swift poll is what we'll call it, for lack of better words.
My goodness.
Maybe not for lack of better words. We have better words, but we just choose not to use them in this moment.
Very true. So, what's the result?
So, I put a pretty simple poll out there, right?
Yeah.
Are you a Taylor Swift fan? And I made it easy. You have two choices to choose from.
Yeah. I mean, yes, no.
Well,
Okay. Let's.
you have OMW, like totes, yeah,
Okay.
or no.
Oh, what?
You have those two options.
I feel like the second one was very straight and to the point.
Well, because that's, if you're not a Taylor Swift fan, you're
Okay.
not going to be all teen girlish about it. Maybe
You could have been.
That's what I know of.
You could have put though, like absolutely not, or
I feel like the definitive just no.
Okay. Was there an exclamation point?
No, there's not. There's no punctuation whatsoever.
Man, okay.
There was after the OMW like totes. Yeah, there was an exclamation point.
Oh, of course.
But after the no, it's just a no. It's just no.
No period.
Because I feel
not
like
even a period.
not even a period. No, because I feel like if you're not a Taylor Swift fan, you're just going to answer no.
No. Yeah.
It's not going to be. There's going to be no fanfare. There's going to be no. It's not even necessarily going to be a strict period right on it.
It's just a resounding
Just
no.
a resounding no.
Yeah. Okay. So how did it turn out?
So 100% of our respondents responded
No. Oh, okay.
OMW, like totes, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's our.
Okay.
It might have been. I don't know if John went on and
John definitely did the poll, and he was
Clicked on the
like,
poll
he
there.
probably clicked a few times.
probably yeah.
He's grabbing everybody's phone. Hold on, I have to take a survey.
He opened multiple accounts so he could click on it.
So
Yeah,
So our listeners,
big T Swift fans.
apparently big T Swift fans, but they're going to be listening to Taylor Swift as they take their tour as they go to the open house for a funeral home. You guys are really killing me right now.
Yes,
I try to connect with our listeners. I can't.
One of the top songs played at the funeral home open houses is "Shake It Off." Just
Is that the equivalent to get up and walk it off? Oh, stop lying. Shake it off.
shake it, yeah. You're sad about this? Shake it off. What, you just died? Shake it off.
There you go. Bringing masculinity back to the dead.
Either
Shake
that
it
or
off.
you need to calm down. That's,
Yeah.
Those are the two top songs played at funeral home open houses. At funerals.
Hey, you know what? They're getting people in. So
I might actually now have to have Shake It Off played at my funeral.
I'll make sure it's.
I would say this might actually have to facilitate my imminent demise quicker than what I'd hoped for, just for this. It'll be worth it.
Yeah,
I'll be out
absolutely.
standing in front of the pearly gates going, worth it.
Wait. Are they playing it? Oh yeah, I hear it. Shake it
yeah,
off.
hold on a second. I'll be right there. I have my ticket.
You know what's really ghoulish?
What's that?
My mom told me straight out.
Okay.
I don't know if she put this in a will or anything.
Okay.
She told me straight out. When I die, son, first of all, the song that you're going to play is Another One Bites the Dust.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to be in a cardboard box.
Oh, cardboard. That seems environmentally sound.
Yeah, well, my mom isn't. She's just like, I want all the money to go to you and
Oh,
your
okay.
siblings. And I was like, okay, Mom, but when we pick up the cardboard box, we're going to have to make sure we get underneath the bottom so you don't fall out. And
Yeah.
she's like, you know what? You have a point there. Maybe put a board down.
And that, or if you set her down somewhere and water gets on that, she's falling through
Yeah,
there. You're not
yeah.
going to be able to hold it.
Bodily
Like,
fluids, whatever.
oh,
The cardboard's soggy. Don't worry about it.
don't touch it. Just keep.
But you might want to go wash your hands.
That's why we gave everybody latex gloves.
Yeah. The pallbearers are like, it's soggy.
Yeah, you can't really attach the handles to the side of the cardboard, can you? And lift it out. It's just like, well, this was a terrible idea.
Did you guys go to her wedding? Yeah, it was an open cardboard box.
Well, it'd be awkward if you had a bunch of Amazon boxes, because
we're saving the Amazon.
Well, the problem is they say, like, that thing you're looking for, it's in here.
Nailed it, Amazon. You nailed it. A to Z for sure, right?
It's in there somewhere. It's included in that A to Z. Just toss her to the back of the Amazon Rivian electric van there and take it back to the warehouse and sort her somewhere.
2 and it has my address. No. We're going to the no, that she isn't coming home with me. She isn't coming.
You know somebody's going through Amazon. Go, dead body in a cardboard coffin. All right, Amazon has everything. I'm buying it.
People right now are going, do they have coffins?
Yes. Do they? That's a good question. I'm looking it up now. We got to do research on that.
And they have to give fittings too, right? So like if you're between the height of 6 foot and 6'3", this is the coffin for you.
What I'd like to know is, do they allow you to do like the AR that puts it in the room, right? See the item in your room.
Sure. Can you return it if you don't like it? It's gently used.
That's a great question.
Oh, you just have it for the viewing, and then you dump the body into the grave.
I think these are meant as Halloween decorations. But this is a Fun Express life-size cardboard coffin box for Halloween. Mom, 5 feet tall. How tall is your mom?
She's like 5'6".
All right, we'll cut her down a little bit. Scary party decor. It's only $30.
Why are her toes laying across her chest? Don't worry about it.
We had to put them somewhere. This is a Halloween pop-up coffin with
My mom's going to start listening this episode.
I sure hope so. This is the one. She was probably one of the voters in the...
she probably was. She's like...
the open house, the funeral home open house.
Oh, I thought you meant Taylor Swift, but yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a Halloween pop-up coffin with lid, 60-inch coffin, prop, life-size, collapsible.
Oh.
Scary fake coffin.
Collapsible. That would be great. Oh, the coffin collapsed on my mom.
Oh, no.
Another one bites the dust.
You can get a coffin letterboard.
A coffin letter? What?
Yeah, it's like a letterboard. It says, "Abandon hope, all ye who enter here."
Oh, okay.
That's what That's what I have at the front of my house.
I'm gonna put that on top of. That's gonna be the cover for my mom's coffin.
Wait. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Just put that over the top there. "Abandon hope, all ye who enter here." Lilithful 2-piece 5.6 foot Halloween pop-up coffin. We're getting closer to her.
Yeah, there we go.
What did you say it was?
5'6".
Oh, well, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have to cut off her toes.
There we go.
So, yeah, there's some options. Oh, okay. No, there's a Titan casket. That's a real casket. That is the real one. We went past... That's very expensive, too. This is a folks, this is a handcrafted funeral casket, silver finish with white crepe interior. Send your loved ones home in style and comfort.
Can we order one and then get the video of the Amazon deliverer's face as he delivers the he or she?
One guy.
A coffin to the house.
Do they have an Amazon hearse that they deliver these in? Because do they do takeaway service too? I don't
Bezos, where are you,
Come
bro?
on, these are brilliant ideas here. You can get it in black, bright yellow.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you are sorry for what?
A coffin in bright yellow. Are you going to the afterlife as a highlighter? In a highlighter?
Hey, man. Just in case, you gotta hedge your bets on how it goes. Gotta hedge your bets on what the afterlife entails. Yeah. Do you take your nobody's answered the question yet? Do you take your coffin with you?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, how'd you arrive? Canary yellow coffin.
Because now you're gonna have people lined up outside the pearly gates, and
with their
coffin, and one guy's gonna be like, "I went with the black son of a," like, and the guy.
And my mom's gonna show up in a cardboard. Oh, she's homeless.
That's yep. Get her off the lawn, please.
Yeah.
Ma'am, this is a respectable institution.
You with the cardinal yellow. Yeah. You're coming up. Canary. I'm sorry, I said cardinal. Canary.
They have one gunmetal.
Oh, there you go.
For depending on how they die.
Well, yeah.
You don't want to.
But if you are a gun toter,
that's
part
true.
of the NRA.
Yeah, right? Or if you're Dick Cheney, they got a Hunter Green. So there's a lot of options.
Pot shots
here.
right there. Pot shots.
We take them. We're on the cutting edge of. It'll cost you just a cool $1,300.
You know what? I'm kind of considering it because I want to see the face of the Amazon delivery person when they are walking a coffin up to my front door.
You can finance it too for 3 years, $59.48 a month.
You know what? That's the route that I'm going to take.
And free delivery. October
I hope
24th
so.
through 26th. I mean, that's...
Is it free takeaway?
They don't quite say. Ships from Titan Caskets.
If I ordered that, I would totally look at the driver and be like, hold on a second, I'll give it back to you full. And just
I was going to say, look at this. They have an eligible for return, refund, or replacement within 30 days of receipt.
Oh,
they don't say it has to come back empty.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
People were giving you ideas that need to be planned.
Wow,
and
now
done.
we are into it. There's a lot of caskets available on Amazon.
At first, it was just Halloween decorations, and now we are picking out our own caskets.
This took a dark turn.
Very well. You know what? This time of year, some people might not think it's so dark of a turn.
No, that's true.
Because the ween of hollowness is coming upon us.
Couldn't have phrased that better, I guess. Oh, you can also get a Halloween inflatable vampire coffin cooler.
Ooh, cooler.
With Count Dracula overseeing
your drinks. Yeah. Nothing like the undead watching your drinks.
I will watch. Oh, that's Count.
Count. Yeah.
The Count. Right?
Yes. He only counts.
I will watch over your drink of choice.
I like it.
So yeah, there you go. If you need a casket idea,
Amazon.
you could go. You could build your own. You could piece together Amazon boxes, or you could just order one off Amazon.
Yeah, and maybe then return the casket and keep the box.
And the problem with Amazon is, right? Well, that's a good point. I was just going to mention something like that. The problem with Amazon, if you're building your own off of Amazon boxes, it so varies the size of box you get with something. Like, you order a ring and you get a box that's 5 feet long.
Right.
You order something and then suddenly it like fits the box just perfectly. So you never know. So it's going to take a little trial and error if you build it yourself. Right. So you could be spending close to $1,300 to get all those boxes, or you could just buy the casket outright.
Yeah, and then keep the box and send the casket back.
Yeah, exactly. Or, set them up in a Halloween decoration where your loved one pops up and scares the neighborhood kids.
Oh, memories.
There's so many options.
I'm kind of struggling real quick.
Yeah.
This might have to be put in a poll.
Okay.
I
like
for
polls.
this week. Do I send my mom to the afterlife in the cardboard box with wrapping or bubble wrap or without?
Oh. Not sure I'm not sure I can put this in a poll.
She wants it. It's not, this is. She told me, and now people are gonna be like, "Well, we're just taking your word that she told you." No, she told me. If I had her on the podcast, she would absolutely say that she wants to be buried in a cardboard box. I just want to know how I need to wrap her.
That's a fair point.
Tissue paper, bubble wrap, what?
Feel free to send in your thoughts about this.
You know what I should do?
What's that?
Just to upset the people at the graveyard, put packing peanuts in there. They get everywhere.
Oh, that's so true. That would annoy everybody. Grave robbers would be really annoyed with you. They'd be like, "Oh, come on! I was looking for treasure."
Yeah, because you know that like 2 or 3 of those packing peanuts will stick to them.
Yes,
and they'll be like, "Oh, we weren't robbing graves. Well, it's this packing peanut from."
Kind of like how in banks they have those like ink packets that explode.
Yeah.
Well, what do you got that packing peanut for? We know that came from one grave in particular.
Yeah, we know what's out there.
I got a package.
Why is there dirt all over you? It was a scavenger hunt.
A package of dirt.
It was
I ordered dirt from Amazon.
It was a practical joke from my friend. Speaking of which,
yeah,
I should probably cancel the order that I sent to your house now that the surprise is out of the bag.
Oh, thanks.
Wasn't a bag of poo; it was a bag of dirt.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. Well, the bag of poo you light on fire on somebody's front porch.
And
we all know that.
Yeah, I'm not around your place enough to just come around willy nilly and lighting bags on fire.
And We like you not around our place.
Yeah, I know.
willy-nilly.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so I'm glad we have those boundaries set.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
I only come over when I'm invited. Maybe. Don't worry about it.
That's maybe I'm a little worried now.
Probably close your blinds a little bit more.
Those aren't deer in the back.
I have a deer call. Anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's neither here nor there.
So, you know what? I did kind of glance over the fact that Halloween is coming up.
I was working in the lab late one night.
Do you have a favorite Halloween movie?
No.
Okay.
Young Frankenstein. Let's go.
Okay.
We'll go Young Frankenstein. I don't know. That's not technically a Halloween movie, right? But it's just got the
Frankenstein.
monster Frankenstein. That seems
No.
pretty appropriate.
The monster is just the monster. Dr. Frankenstein is...
Well, that's true, actually, and that's the whole point of the movie, right? Is that the Frankenstein's monster
Right.
is not the actual monster. It's actually Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh, okay.
As it goes in Young Frankenstein.
Oh,
He's not
German?
Frankenstein. He's Transylvanian.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He doesn't have an accent, though, either.
He probably has a British one, doesn't he?
No, it's Gene Wilder.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, American through and through.
There you go.
But he always corrects people, Frankenstein.
Oh. Because I'm watching a show, the Medici.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. It's based in Italy. It's a family in
That
Italy.
would make sense.
Yeah. And all English actors.
That makes sense. Well, that's kind of like Sean Connery in every movie. Didn't matter. He was a Russian submarine captain. Defecting. He was Scottish.
Oh, very much Scottish.
But with him, for some reason, it sounded... you believed he had a Russian accent. Because, we're Americans. Anybody with an accent, it could just be confused for any other accent.
Yeah. You know that one person that was trying to show off and be like, I know that accent. You're Russian. No, I'm Scottish. But I saw Connery...
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. What is this?
Yeah. You know what really upsets me, and I really think that Mel Gibson missed his opportunity.
Yeah. Okay.
When he did Braveheart, he should have had the Connery in there.
I'm actually surprised he...
like, the movie that you could use an actual Scottish actor and some...
Maybe they offered it to him.
Maybe. But, maybe he was a little too old to do the William Wallace, but he could have been like Robert the Bruce or something.
He could have been anybody.
Yeah, come on.
It's Sean Connery.
It is Sean Connery.
He can do anything. I wonder if he thought the movie was too historically accurate for him, though.
Yeah. Well, that's way spot on.
No, this is exactly how it was.
Yes, I was there. I saw it happen.
I can't be in a film about
Gibson got it correctly.
All the way down to the shout of freedom.
Yes. I like the part where they lift their kilts.
What? I remember lifting our kilts.
It's actually a tradition in Scotland when we lift our kilts. We know who's married and not. That's actually how they figure out who is married or not. Because I think married guys have like rabbit skin there to cover up the goodies.
The single guys don't?
Yeah, well, no, because they're single.
They're free.
They're out there all willy-nilly. And, yeah.
Well, that'd be... how do you figure that out? Wait a second. Is that rabbit? Let me take a closer look. Wait a second. No, that's fox.
How dare you? You're trying to fox me out? I see how it is.
You good sir.
Well, I think rabbit's probably like one of the softer furs.
So...
Like, they couldn't get mink, so they're like, okay, we'll do rabbit.
Do they have minks in Scotland?
I don't know.
That's,
I don't know. Maybe it's just a North American thing.
We have them here in Michigan.
Yeah.
I saw one a couple weekends ago.
Did you kill it and skin it and sell it?
No, I'm not a barbarian.
Oh,
this isn't the 1800s where we have to trade these things.
It's still worth money.
Fur is murder.
Oh, my goodness. I guess the other week
it still is money. You got to pay for the $1,300 casket somehow.
Exactly, and Mink's gonna do it.
That's
for you.
gonna get you there.
It's a couple $100 for a piece of skin.
Oh, what a lovely scarf! It's mink.
It's
Thank you. Yeah, I killed it myself. Skinned it. Tried to find a fur trader, but that's not really a business these days.
It actually is, but maybe not like how it was in the 1800s when people actually needed that stuff for clothing. Nowadays,
Went
people
up to the Yukon to try to find a fur trader. Couldn't find one up there.
you'd think that Canada would have one.
Well,
least
you would
one.
think that would, yeah. But thanks, Trudeau. Sheesh.
Shut that down.
Stop the fur trade.
It's probably an essential trade during the COVID thing, so they had to stay open.
It's too bad you didn't get your wish to go back to a simpler time.
I know.
We could have had that. You live in a small village. The only safe place is a fort that's 500 miles away that you have to traverse on foot.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm up for that. Let's do it.
It's the wild,
Yeah. Well,
wilderness,
you know what?
untamed frontier.
Just here, let me let the audience in on a little bit of who I am.
I feel like they've learned a lot about you in this episode.
Let me.
I want my mom dead.
No,
I don't want to have to bury her expensively. That's why I'm asking if we need to use bubble wrap. That's an extra expense that I'd like to avoid.
No, I just want to make sure that my kids don't pop it all, so I can just save it.
That's for Grandma! What's wrong with you?
How are we supposed to bury her now?
You ruined Grandma's afterlife.
How do you feel?
Why don't you just spit on her grave? Yeah, go cry in the corner there.
Yeah. Actually, come back. We need help with this box.
You
It's
gotta
getting soggy.
carry it. You're gonna have to sit underneath it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Yeah, we need your back because we don't want Grandma falling through. So just a quick peek into a little bit of my talents. I can throw a tomahawk like a champ.
What defines a tomahawk? Like
So
the
it's-
missile? You can
Yeah,
throw a
I can
tomahawk
throw. Yeah,
missile?
I'm kind of like the Hulk. I just grab one.
Just
I
grab-
pull the pin with my teeth and I just let that thing sail.
Do missiles have pins?
Well, I mean, they do technically because they have to be connected to the jets.
Oh yeah, that's true. So I guess once it goes live, then
Yeah.
But you don't want the live one sitting up there.
Yeah. Phew. Release Tomahawk 1. Got it. Poof. Okay, it didn't disconnect from the plane. I'm abandoning plane.
All right, you're gonna have to climb down there and pull the pin with your teeth, just like our ancestors did. Yeah. I'm sorry. So yes, you can throw a tomahawk.
I can throw a tomahawk.
What like is a tomahawk similar to or the same as a hatchet?
Kind of, but it has a little bit longer handle, and usually the tomahawk head is a little bit thinner.
Okay, maybe a little longer, elongated.
Yeah,
or
maybe
just-
a little
okay.
elongated. I mean, there's different types of Native Americans created different types of tomahawks. First Peoples, Indians, whatever. But they, there's different designs. But yeah, I can throw a tomahawk with the best of them.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to.
What?
Well, don't worry.
Elaborate a little bit on where you learned you had this skill.
Yeah, it was when I was younger. I was part of a.
You were kidnapped on the frontier.
I was actually. I was raised by wolves.
That actually explains a lot, folks.
That's why I eat the raw meat.
He just tears into it. It's very uncomfortable.
That's why your dog always feels threatened by me.
Yeah, he's.
It's like, oh, wait a second.
Wait a second, I know this guy.
But
He was in the wall paintings.
but his saga is painted on that wall.
He was the chosen one.
Leader of all canines.
Anybody else hear that? Oh, that was
No,
weird.
that was
I don't know where that came
creepy.
from.
It was creepy. But when I was younger, I was part of a kind of like a Boy Scout group, but we it was through the church that I was going to. But we also did frontiersmen, so we would actually go out. Like I I wore moccasins and a blouse, if you will. If you ever seen Seinfeld, it was kind of like that blouse, only not as puffy.
All right, kids, change into your blouses. We're about to go into the wilderness.
No one sounded like that.
Put on your moccasins. Oh, you didn't say Boy Scouts. Sorry.
Yeah, but like everything was pretty much done with, like, we cooked our food over, like, it was pretty much like you were on the frontier. We had canvas tents. You cooked with cast iron pots and pans. There was very little use of anything that had a battery. So, like, you had a flashlight just in case, but usually you carried around candlelit lanterns, and it was super
How many
fun.
head of cattle were you driving?
None.
Oh.
It was for fun.
Oh.
Shot muskets.
Wasn't like the Cowboys experience?
No, it was
Great movie, by the way. Watch The Cowboys is a great movie. Have you ever
The
seen
Cowboys?
The Cowboys? With John Wayne?
No, I haven't. I need to.
Basically like a coming of age story for
Yeah.
all these young boys who
yeah.
go on a cattle drive.
Oh,
and-
nice.
Yeah.
See, and that's, I think that actually builds a little bit of character, because you get some work in, you get some fresh air. We need to get away from the screens. Really.
Oh,
I
boy.
mean,
Here we go.
just saying.
Saved it for the end of the podcast, at least, folks.
Just saying. But yeah, I can throw a tomahawk pretty decent. Actually, my wife and I went out on a date, and she wanted to go throw axes, so we went, and
Has
really it was
seen
just
your wife after this event?
What's
You've been
that?
talking a lot about death. I just want
It
to make
is
sure.
close to Halloween.
Do
don't
we
worry.
have confirmed that your wife
Yeah,
is...
she's still good.
But that's your word.
No, don't worry about it.
Why do you have a... What do you do with that tomahawk, bud? How about we put it down?
I was going to just show you how well I can throw it.
Oh, okay,
Don't
yeah.
worry. You pick the target.
Okay.
But we went throwing, and
But isn't that
she's-
axe throwing, or do you
well,
actually
they
use a
say
tomahawk?
no, it's actually a hatchet.
Oh, okay.
So it's very
This is
misleading.
confusing.
Yeah. And I told her about how I could throw a tomahawk, and she's like, all right, big shot, let's see how you do. And I was like, no, ladies first. So she threw, didn't get the stick. And she goes, fine, let's see how you do. I was like, okay.
As a woman wouldn't be able to get that to work. But
She got it in the target a couple times, but just her first throw. So I stepped up and I quickly just released and pretty much hit bullseye. And she's like, okay, whatever. And then the worker comes up, or the worker comes up and goes, hey, why don't you aim for that blue one, see if you could hit that? And I was like, all right, cool. So I threw it and I hit it. And he goes, okay, well, he's like, there's people that come here for leagues and they'll try like all night to hit that, and very few do. And I was like, well.
wow, your skills are paying off there.
Yeah, I was
your
like-
frontier lifestyle.
Yeah, I know.
You're the guy.
I'm the guy.
When the world goes to crap,
Yeah. When
Everybody's gonna
the
become-
zombie apocalypse, you want me to throw the tomahawk at said head.
gonna get if somebody pounding on your door. It's gonna be me. Brent, the Marriott shut down. I don't know what to do. They're saying they don't have the continental breakfast right now. Can I come in, please?
The world is going to heck.
What type of work? I cannot get my coffee right now, and I need some help.
I need my coffee because I have a dentist appointment.
Do you have a Ninja coffee maker or one of the ones approved by the Specialty Coffee Association?
I'll be there. I'll be there.
This is what we can rely on.
But
you can make it over this fire with this percolator I got. I don't. Okay, I'll try my best.
I show up to the door with just the tomahawk. Could you? It's scary out here. It's scarier right here, right now. So, well, don't come banging on my door. I got some bubble wrap.
Oh, there's and a lot of cardboard. Oh, we are at the end of this episode.
Oh, so quickly.
I do have to apologize to our listening audience because last week I said there was going to be a second episode, and that second episode never materialized. So we have a new intern. They dropped the ball. We got rid of them.
Way to
Problem
pass that on.
solved.
Yeah, there you
we
go.
We'll be posting a second episode this week, though.
All right.
And you can take that to the bank.
There you go.
So, Brent, take
Hey.
us home.
Thanks for joining us. I really did mean it when I said you guys are weirdos. Find us on social media, The Menacing Podcast, on Facebook, at X/Twitter. It's at Menacing Podcast. Please email us. Email it. We love to read your thoughts and words. And if you have something bad to say, keep it to yourself. Email us. The Menacing Podcast at gmail.com.
I would like to correct. It's just
gosh.
menacingpodcast at gmail.com.
Menacing Podcast.
You always add the.
I do.
You're
I
going
do.
to confuse people. No wonder we haven't gotten it.
Yeah. People are like, I've sent thousands.
Been emailing you every week.
Yeah.
Oh, and quick before we go,
Okay.
we want your opinion. New logo for the Menacing Podcast. We want to hear from you. If you're an artsy fartsy type, come up with a design.
That wins people over.
I figured. Send it like all artsy fartsy people.
Yeah. If you're a fairy.
We farrier.
Farrier. If you're a farrier.
If you're the fairiest, we we want to hear from you. Because we want you to, so what we want is free labor. We want you to design something for us that you are not going to get paid for.
Right.
We'd prefer it if you design things for a living and we could just
Yeah.
take that talent
Let's see the creativity.
and not pay you for it.
Yeah.
Because I know people love that, right? We're going to do the offer of exposure for you.
Whoa.
Not exposure to, exposure
okay.
for you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be showing your work off. And I know that people in the artistic community love that. When people come to them and offer them, not to pay them,
Right. They just want
but to give them exposure.
Yeah,
Because that's what
exactly.
they need. They don't need money.
Right.
Artistics, types,
That's a
they don't
lot.
need money.
No, they don't.
They just need exposure.
They live
and
off
that's
their
what we're
art.
here for. Exposure like UV rays from the sun.
So, hey, send in your designs to menacingpodcast@gmail. If you win, you'll know because you'll see your design on Spotify, on iTunes, on Google Podcast, everywhere we post this podcast.
All over.
People
You
will
can
see.
point to that and say, I made that. We'll be like, yeah, I don't think so. I think Brent came up with that.
Yeah.
I actually
Yep.
designed that design.
We'll take credit for what you come up with.
We got a little bit of flack for our current logo, which somebody compared to a mermaid tail.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I cannot unsee it once it's been seen.
So you're welcome for pointing that out now. So now
Uh,
you can't unsee it.
while the concept of a mermaid...
Merman.
Merman, Pops. While the concept of a mermaid is...
Mer person?
Mer thing?
Okay.
Mer tree?
I think we got them all.
Yeah, we're covered. A partridge in a mer tree. But
There we go.
if you know, the concept of it's pretty scary, right? They lured sailors to their death.
Oh, we're still talking about mermaid. Yeah,
But
because they were.
but in
scientists.
practicality, it always ends up being more like the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Part of your world.
Splash.
Yeah, and we don't want that. We don't want you to be a part of our world. We want you to lure sailors to their death. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Is this the end? I think this is. Let's
This is
just.
the.
we'll
We're
wrap
good.
it. That's,
Yeah. Send them in.